Mahomes rolling out. Looking, firing, intercepted! Picked up by Cooper DeJean. Gets a block. DeJean is in. Touchdown!
Rotates Barkley out of the backfield. Barkley slips 2 tackles and picks up the first down. Jumping up in the air to the 30.
He's throwing from the pocket on 3rd and 6. Flips it backwards to Barkley. Hurdles a man and makes a first down. What did you say before, Superman?
Quarterback draw, diving into the end zone for the touchdown.
Greg, he really was Superman on that play.
Oh, LeBron James! A ferocious flush, but it's DK Metcalf. He's in loose. There goes DK. A block from Austin. Inside the 5. Into the end zone. 80-yard touchdown. Rodgers to Metcalf. VJ Edgecombe.
He's been perfect, and they keep running the picket fence. Hey, the picket show.
It's Zach and Prime. This is the ZAP Show right now. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. You know what it is. It's the ZAP Show, baby. Zach and Prime. We back. We weren't ditching you again.
No.
We weren't gonna ditch you again. Just a little break. A little break. Plus, there was like nothing going on. We just didn't.
There was nothing, and then a big old nuclear bomb happened. So
Actually, there was a lot going on. Just not. Well, so I took that statement literally, but I think you meant figuratively.
I meant that figuratively in the sports world.
But
You're right, though.
There's a lot going on, but just not in the sports world. But then this last week, it picked up. These last couple of days, it picked up immensely. So we're here to talk about it. 132, baby. Get into that 133. Got the Zap headband.
Yeah,
my
those
gym
are
hair.
hard, dude. I'm a big fan of those headbands.
You gotta,
Headbands are sweet.
send me. I got the packet. You gotta send me your address. I'll show you.
Yeah, no, I will.
Could rock it on the stream. But yeah, and let's just get straight into it, man. In terms of speaking of rocking it, man, what Bam Adebayo did to our rock last night. He had a personal vendetta against that thing. He had a personal vendetta against that free throw line. He was digging them feet into that free throw.
Hey. I mean, I know it's NBA free throw merchant. He was foul. They replayed all the plays that he was fouled in. He was fouled. But insane amount of free throws. I mean, 83 points. We still don't know if Wiltz was real or not. So as a Heat fan, I'm claiming stake. Bam, highest point scorer in NBA history, single game history.
Just hold on. Stop. Can you just say that again? Just say that.
I don't think Wiltz is real, so I'm claiming that Bam Adebayo is the record holder for single most points in a game. Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat, Kentucky Wildcat, proud lover of Asia Wilson.
That's what it is.
It's Asia Wilson.
That's
dude.
what it is right there, dude.
It's Asia, dude.
Look what happens when you got a nice, loving, healthy woman at home. Look what she can do to you. Bam Adebayo.
Bam
Adebayo. Not Joel Embiid. Not Luka Doncic. Bam Adebayo.
It doesn't make sense to me as a Heat fan. I thought he was going to get pulled out when he had like 70 points. But no, Spo kept him in. But yeah, Bam Adebayo against the Washington Wizards on a random march dropped 2 more points than the Kobe Bryant. And like it's even crazier because number one, it's Bam Adebayo. Doesn't make any sense. Number two, it's the Miami Heat. Like, it doesn't really make. I think only LeBron. LeBron had like 62 or something one time.
Bro,
That's LeBron James.
I would have picked Tyler Hero and Norman Powell both before him to break that record.
Low key, yeah, I would agree. I would say
I would even pick Jaime, bro. I would even pick Jaime.
I picked Terry Rozier. who
Maybe.
is not even playing in the NBA right now. Yeah, and then you had Dwayne Wade like 2 weeks ago saying there's no like spark in this city. Like there's no, back when we were playing, like there was like talk of the town. There's nothing about that. Miami, it's quiet. And you have shit like this, and Miami's out of the play-in now. They're like a top 5 team in the East. Just crazy. Just really crazy. But fucking go Bam, dude. 83 points.
I mean, look, and we could get into the whole discussion about, and it's something I've been thinking about, how nothing really seems legendary anymore, or it's tough to come by things where it's like, oh, wow. Like we always find something to undermine an achievement nowadays. I don't know, like what I think we could get into that debate, but I mean, with this, there's some, legitimacy. You could have taken him out. I mean, Joel Embiid scored 70 in 3 quarters against the Spurs. I mean, he stays in the game.
He probably gets
84, 6 more buckets in the fourth quarter. I'd say he gets it.
Yeah, he definitely gets there. I would agree.
And like you bring in, you bring up the fact that it was a blowout. It was against the Washington Wizards, one of the worst teams in the league. Kobe's 81. They were losing at a time, and he just got pissed off and kind of willed them back and didn't stop. So Bam is just a little bit different in that sense, but it really sucks because you really just kind of want to take the number as the number and be like, wow, he scored 83 points. Like, that's amazing. Like, it's legendary. Yeah. It's the most points that we have physical footage of.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the best scoring performance in NBA history that we have footage of, which is freaking crazy to say. At least statistic wise.
And it's Bam Adebayo.
The dude did what he hit. It's Bam Adebayo, dude. We could pull up clips. We're talking about how his offensive game was, and this is no disrespect to him. He's a great player, but like his offensive game has just never been there.
Yeah.
And then one night he just turns it on, hits like 9 threes, scores 36 points from the foul line, and is just on an absolute another planet scoring wise.
Yeah. I hate that too. People were trying to diminish it with the whole free throw thing. And like, I guess I get that, but like, what do you want Bam to do? Just break the 2 free throws? Like, that's fundamentals 101. If you're a baller, you learn that in 1st, 2nd grade. You got to make your free throws, kids. Free throws ain't free. So like, what is he supposed to do? Break them all? I think it would have been like 46 points without all the free throws. Who cares, man? Like, somebody just scored 84 points. 83 points.
Yeah. I mean, he did. What do you have? 31 in the first quarter.
Yeah, he went like nuclear.
That's insane. And then
we were starting to foul some people. But even with the Kobe game, dude, the last 7 minutes, nobody shot a shot for the Lakers other than Kobe Bryant.
Yeah,
like Kobe. Everybody, like once you get up to that number, obviously the reality of like head-to-head games starts to get grayed out because you're like, this guy is on pace to make history, and I want to be part of that history. Same with like the Heat guys are like, I'm going to intentionally foul the Wizards guys so we get more possessions here, and I'm going to keep feeding Bam.
Yeah. I mean, shit. Just we jump timeline somewhere, man. We're on a different timeline. I've been saying this.
But for all the haters too, you got circle the Wizards on your schedule and have your boy Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Luka just chalk up 80 shots. If you're really that pissed about Bam getting it, just go do it.
Dude,
because if Bam can do it, man, can anybody do it? I love Bam with my whole heart. But gee, that's the thing that just doesn't make sense to me at the end of the day, is that it's Bam freaking Adebayo. You're right, though. Different universe, different dimension that we're in right now.
It legit, like I got my Rick and Morty poster right here. This feels like an interdimensional cable episode where they're watching it. Oh, look, it's like the NBA. It's like Bam Adebayo with his 83rd point.
Yeah,
and Rick's like, and Rick says something witty, and Morty's like, "Oh, geez, Rick." It literally feels like it's fucking fake.
Yeah.
I got nothing. Speaking of Luke, like my jaw was on the I told you in the pre-show, like I let out an audible like holy shit, and I was like, still can't fathom it. Like it's still
still doesn't make any sense. Also, like it's just even more adding weird to it. Like we shout out Asia Wilson for sure. When have you ever seen a player do a post-game press conference with their significant other? You've seen kids. I've seen the kids, but never like a wife or a girlfriend. She was up there. I mean, yeah. I don't give a damn, dude. I give it to any WNBA player.
Shoot.
Caitlin Clark, Paige Buckets, HVL. Fuck it. Angel Reese. I'll be with for you, baby girl. It's 2026. Let me be a stay-at-home. Right? Let me be a stay-at-home hubby.
Shit.
Let me cook and clean for you. You be the breadwinner, sweetheart. I'll make sure the kids are good.
I'll watch your games. Also, I'll watch the games. I'll make sure the house is clean.
I'll sit courtside, baby girl. You ain't got to worry.
Easy. Shit, bro. Maybe that's what I should start. Maybe I should start pursuing that, man.
I've been trying. I've been trying. DMs is an oasis of just shots from the parking lot.
Respect.
With these WNBA athletes. But, yeah, he is whipped, though. I will admit. That was crazy.
Yeah. I was like half kidding, but
that's crazy.
That's funny to kind of think about. I wouldn't say that to his face, though. Shit. I mean, what a beast! Like, dude, we talk all the shit, but like, or you know, you got to credit where credit's due. 83 points is like
it's an insane amount of points.
It's insane.
Finished with like 152. It was like half of the points just Bam Adebayo.
It's insane. Yeah, but then I don't know if there's anything else to say. Just that, like, it does suck that I feel like we're kind of. It feels like that way in like a lot of senses. Maybe it's just because me getting older, but I think a lot of people would echo the same thing. Like, it's tough for things to feel like not significant, but like game changing, like earth shattering, legendary anymore. It's kind of just like, oh yeah, that was. Okay, I don't know. Movies, music. It's all kind of the same.
Yeah, we're in like a what's next. Okay, right. Cool, but what's next sort of phase.
Right. I don't know if that's just like us getting like fried as a society. Just oversaturated with shit.
Probably, honestly.
I mean, my boy was I'm trying The Boys comes out. I won't get on too much of a ramble, but The Boys comes out in a month. Season 5.
I did not know that. Peaky Blinders movie comes out in 2 weeks.
Peaky Blinders movie?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Tommy Shelby's back. I just saw the trailer on Netflix. Yeah, dude. I didn't know about The Boys. That gets me riled up a little bit.
But I texted my buddies because at one point they all hadn't watched it. At least my ones from like my hometown buddies. And I was like, guys, like, please, I never recommend shows, but like you need to watch The Boys. My one buddy, I think he did. I think he finished it in like a couple weeks. He was like, that shit was insane.
Yeah, it's not what happens.
My one friend just watched the first episode today, and he texted me about it, and I was like, bro, how was that first scene? And he was like, oh my gosh, Robin. Yeah. I was like, yeah. And I was like, bro, when the hands, like when he was holding on to it, that's got me. I was like,
yo.
And then you just think about, and then the plane thing in the end of that episode. And just you think about that whole series, and I'm not calling out The Boys. It's not like that's a phenomenal series, but it's just desensitization is the word that comes to mind.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's like, fair.
We saw, Devin Booker score 70, Embiid do this, I don't know. There's always going to be, and we got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander winning the MVP, and people undercutting him for being like a foul baiter.
A free throw merchant.
I mean,
exactly.
Maybe the dude just has the best body control that we've seen in a long time.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I 100% agree with you.
But yeah, just an interesting kind of point that I wanted to make there. But either way, like
Let's go Heat, baby. Either way, let's go Heat. Let's go Heat.
I just can't like.
The amount of bio cards jumped like 70% in overnight.
Like I just can't. Like he wouldn't have even been in the top 50. Like I would have picked to score.
Yeah,
to break
same
the record.
here. Same here.
He would have been like third on the Heat. Oh my gosh! Like absolutely, like freaking mind blowing. I'm just thinking about down the line when, like, I mean, God bless, like I get kids, grandkids, and it's like grandpa, like it's like, well, who's Bam Adebayo? I was like, buddy,
Sit
let me
down
tell
for this
you.
one.
Sit down for this one. Here, let me pull up this. We'll go back on the YouTube library and I'll be like, let me show you this.
Let me show you this guy, dude.
Let me show you this. What I'm talking about.
It's like, and then you see, it's like, oh, at that point when you're a grandfather, it's probably going to be like Bam Adebayo was like Cam Adebayo's father. Asia Wilson and Bam's kid is like the star of the league. It's like,
we were talking about Serena and LeBron the other week. Bam and Asia, man, that's gonna be a kid I'll be looking out for. Yeah, it's gonna be a kid I'll be looking out for sure. Cam Adebayo. It's gonna get D1 offers by the time it starts walking. Head out the womb. Yeah, for real. Nick Saban. First breath. Here's a UConn scholarship. Straight up. NIL. You'll start building your NIL fucking value. Yep. That baby will be set. Different world, man. Yeah, I saw Jay Wright said something about like why he quit or why he's not coaching anymore. Because Nova, I like Nova this year. Speaking of March Madness is coming up. Yeah, the conference tournament is happening right now for a lot of schools. Indeed. Yeah, I think Indiana just lost tonight. Northwestern beat them, who beat Penn State. Yeah, yep. Northwestern beat them, yep. Washington beat USC in OT. Rutgers is nice this year, too, yeah. I saw Miami, Ohio finished undefeated. Nail biter. Give them a bid. People are still saying they're a bubble team. I'm like, I don't give a damn, dude. We've seen time and time. We saw 1 seed lose to a 16 seed. Oh my god. 2 seeds lose. Put them in. I don't care if they're worthy or not. Put them in. But they're worthy. Yeah. You can't tell me they're not worth. I've actually watched more Miami Ohio games than I think any team. I've watched like 3 of them. Yeah, same. They're not calling the last 3 weeks. But like that team's gritty. They're gritty as I'm all about them. They have that like hard. They have that like. And I'm not saying they're gonna win the damn thing, but I could see an easy. I think a Sweet 16 run. Yeah, I'm all about them. Although something deep in the pits of my heart just believes that they're gonna lose like first round. Because they're definitely gonna be like. You see, like, all the brackets that get made, they're going to be the Cinderella team for everybody that goes to, like, Elite 8 and all that stuff. I'm like, fucking Sweet 16, like, I could see, like, 2 games down. They come out the weekend strong and they win back-to-back games. But I don't see them making a deep run. But I'll be rooting for them. That's me in, like, 6th grade. Like, yeah. Oh, Miami, Ohio's going to make the Final Four. Yeah, like, that's a high school move. That's what everybody's going to have, though. At least I don't think so. It's just... No, it's the MAC, but when you get deeper into the tournament, we saw what UConn did, just how well coached they were, how experienced they were. That stuff starts to matter, not just grit and effort. Yeah, Houston, yeah. Duke's always there. They're saying Duke has the best team in college basketball history. I feel like they say that shit every single year, but Cam Boozer's a dog. They got dogs on their team. I'm not trying to discredit them, but the beauty of March Madness is that you don't know what the fuck's going to happen. They did lose Caleb Foster. I did see that. He broke his foot. So do you remember the trapezoid of excellence? Absolutely. I haven't peeped that in a little bit. I was following suit this whole season, but I haven't checked. Crap. I can't even spell trapezoid, man. TRAPEZOID. I actually saved. I did while you're looking for that. So I saved a couple stats that I saw a while ago, back in like December, because I was like, oh, I'm gonna bring these up in March. So this is the week of like December 8th. I collected these off of Twitter. So every national champion since 2004 has been top 12 in the AP poll in week 6.
Oh, yeah. I've seen this. Yep. Rattle off the teams, though.
So the top 12 in week 6 was Arizona, Michigan,
Trapezoid.
Duke,
Trapezoid.
Iowa State,
Trapezoid.
UConn,
Trapezoid.
Purdue,
Teetering trapezoid.
Houston.
Don't see Houston here. They're kind of. They're worse than Purdue, but they're on the line.
Okay. Zaga.
Zaga's trapezoid.
Michigan State.
They're trapezoid.
BYU.
BYU, not trapezoid.
Okay. They're 10. Then 11 and 12 is Louisville and Alabama.
Louisville is trapezoid. Bama is not. Interesting.
All right.
Interesting.
So I just ripped off 12 teams. Let me shrink it down a little bit more. Let me shrink it down to 7.
Shrink me down, Daddy. I mean, yeah.
So the last 19 NCAA tournament champions have been undefeated through Thanksgiving Day.
Okay, I like this.
That leaves us with Arizona, Michigan, Duke, Iowa State, Purdue, Michigan State, and the good old Cardinals of Louisville.
Yep.
All in that other on the previous collection of teams as well. And like you said, in the trapezoid.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the solidified strong teams in the trapezoid, like your quicker pace teams, Louisville, Gonzaga, Arizona, Michigan, meeting all your criteria. Iowa State, Duke, Illinois, and I'd say UConn, Vanderbilt, St. Mary's all in there as well, sneaky. St. John's and Vanderbilt. There's some sneaky teams.
Wait, say those last 4 again. St. John's, Vandy.
So St. John's, I believe that's Vandy, St. Mary's, and Vanderbilt. So St. Mary's, Vanderbilt, St. John.
All right.
And I believe that looks like Virginia, but I don't trust Virginia. I don't trust Virginia anymore.
No.
I think Virginia is sneaking in there. They're like right on Michigan State and them, basically the same as far as it goes. Trapezoid of Excellence. Follow Ryan Hammer on Twitter if you want to know what we're talking about. But it basically just goes like pace and net rating for teams. So like Duke is like the best college team as far as net rating goes, but they play a slow game.
Yeah, which typically doesn't fend well unless you're in the championship.
Yeah. Like you want to look at like the broader right, and those broader right teams are Michigan, Arizona, the Gators are there. Gators are solid. Gonzaga and Louisville.
Yeah.
I like Louisville, man.
Yeah, little sneaky team.
Michigan, Arizona have been top 3 teams the whole year.
Yeah.
So
definitely they've lived up to it. It's probably going to be Zona this year because I wasn't on Zona, and the year that I'm not on Zona, they would do well.
There we go.
So
it's the beauty of March Madness is we could say all this shit, we could follow, and everyone's always wrong because there's always statistical fucking what the fucks that happen. That's the only way I can explain it.
Yeah,
it's the beautiful. It's this magic moment.
One shining moment.
Yeah, one shining moment. Yeah, I can't wait for those commercials to come out.
We're turning the corner, man. It's the first 70. I had like back-to-back 70-degree days actually this week.
Yeah, dude, it's been nice.
I shot some hoops. Got out, went on a walk. I'm not ready to run yet. I fucking hate running. Stair
I'm
machine.
right
That's
there
what
with
you
you.
cardio, bro.
Yeah, I was walking around the city too. I was getting the steps in.
Yeah, you get your steps in. Selection Sunday is, I believe, this Sunday.
Yes.
And then first four is Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yes.
So I say that we get into lab this week, cook a ZAP bracket.
Yeah, bracket episodes next episode.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna make a nice graphic this time too, and we're gonna. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna make it's gonna be a fun March Madness.
Let's set a line like got to be over 95%. We gotta lock it over 90, over 90, over 90.
90?
We could do 90%, dude. I think we're in a good spot of like. I think we're in a good spot of kind of knowing, but not always knowing.
Not overanalyzing.
That is big because that was my problem in college because I knew way too much, and it would fuck me.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I just last couple of years I've kind of been. I don't know. I haven't been.
Last year, my bracket was fucking cooked.
Yeah.
I think like the first day I had one game right. I'm like, what the fuck? And I think it was like the 1-16 match. I'm like, what's going on, dude?
Yeah. I don't know. I got like I said, man. I feel like there's a flip in the timeline. I'm not saying we're gonna get a perfect bracket, but
I was reading, listening to this one pod, and I forget what the exact metric is. But basically, long story short, is that like the general field is like the worst that we've seen in like 15 years. Like they compared like the 12th ranked team to like the net like field, and it's just like the biggest gap since like 2007 or something like that. I don't forget what year, but I was like, interesting. And they said like last year was like actually one of the most competitive fields that there was. And I'm like, that
we
makes
knew
sense
that
because it was a shot in the dark last year. I mean, there were so many good matchups and stuff.
We said that though. Like we were talking about like CUSA being like, oh, we like Conference USA, like watch out for them. Like they got all these good players, and like Clemson was like PJ Hall, like just all these. But if you ask a casual fan like me, I would have said it's a very top heavy league this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's like that many like sneaky teams like Louisville, Nova, St. Mary's. But figure it out. We'll cook something up. We'll have a sexy little graphic, and we're gonna follow it. And
I also just like watch out for like these fast teams too, like Oklahoma State, Bama.
Sneaky.
Like some of these schools that like they just play the fucking game fast. You just gotta watch out for.
Yeah, Bama's such a hit or miss team. I mean,
and then like good coaches of teams too, like St. John's. Yeah, I know we mentioned them before, but like Arkansas, they're not trapezoid, but guess who their coach is? So like
accent free.
Yeah, you got to watch out for sort of things like that. But
you don't do shit in March.
Yeah, that is true. Well, new program.
Okay.
No longer flashing lights at Kentucky. We're in Arkansas.
Oh, yeah. No Rupp Arena. I couldn't do it at Rupp, so you're going to go to Arkansas. I'm talking shit.
I'll tell you what, though. We suck. Penn State, dude.
Penn State, yeah.
We suck.
It's unfortunate.
I love Mike Rhodes. Met him, talked to him multiple times. He's probably going to get fired, which sucks.
Dude, Keeger got canned.
Yeah, I did see that. You see Joe Lister.
No.
I guess Joe Lister, old blog buddy we had in college, he has I guess he has beef with Keeger. I guess he like tried to do an interview with her and like she like was like very like fuck you, no, I'm not gonna do this interview with you. And so like when I knew Keeger got fired because I saw Joe Lister's tweet pop up on my Twitter, and it's like that classic dude at the funeral meme where it's like I had to go to my girl's funeral had to go to homie's funeral just to make sure that he was dead. I was just like, damn, dude. All right, Joe.
So Joel Embiid posted that after Simmons.
Like that exact meme, dude. It's like, damn, all right. Didn't know you had beef like that.
That's hilarious. I don't know the. Yeah, I don't know the. I always thought she was funny. Fun fact. I'll end it on a more positive note. I asked, and I can't speak. I asked my first press. Jesus, I asked my first question in a press conference to Keeger, and at my first beat right ever, women's basketball game. I think it was Rutgers. I don't know who they played. I forget. Might have been a weird team like LaSalle or something. But she gave me a phenomenal answer.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd never had anything against her. I always liked her style, but the X's and O's, I don't know if she had that. It just seemed like the same shit every year. I don't know.
Yeah.
I liked her I don't know.
She was a locker room coach.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I mean, that was like my first beat. I think I interviewed a soccer coach, my first one, but I remember Onward State was the only dude doing Lady Lions, and they just cycle in a bunch of like new people. But like it'd be lit. Like I go to media days, it'd be like me and like 2 other people. And yeah, Keeger was always cool with me. And then I thirst over Anna Camden and McKenna Marisa. I already did that last episode. I'm not going to do that again. But
yeah, we did
like,
do that.
It was like that was like the best year ever.
Yeah. Miss Lady Lions, man. It was always nice, pretty low key. Sometimes they would, make some magic happen. Most of the time, not. But
yeah, most of the time, yeah. Penn State, not a basketball school, not at all.
That's a core part of me, man. That was my first beat right ever is Lady Lions with Keeger. So it did hit a little bit when she got canned.
Yeah, I agree.
Good for Joe though.
Yeah. Shout out Joe Lister, I guess.
Joe. All right. I think it's about time. We're about halfway through the episode, give or take. I think it's about time. We got enough to talk about in this NFL.
Oh my God, yeah, free agency, dude.
Frenzy.
I mean, is NBA better? I think NFL free agency is just always the best because there's always like 20 to 30 people that are on the move.
Yep. Because there's more. There's 11. There's 22 positions.
Yeah, I just love it. There were a ton of moves. Do you want to break it down? Do you want to break it down in order? You want to break it down by each division?
Honestly, I have it in order on here, and you have the division. I think so. It's up to.
Might be better if we just collectively do each division, so we're not bouncing around town.
Yeah, go for it. And if
we could do each division. We'll start in the AFC East. So the big one that kicked it all off, the DJ Moore for Buffalo, 2nd round pick. Chicago gets rid of that. Gets rid of DJ Moore, gets his round pick. Buffalo Bills finally get their number 1 wide receiver. I'll come back to Buffalo. I'll just run through all the teams, and we'll go back to kind of big ones. Also, they re-signed Dawson Knox and Connor McGovern. One of the greatest centers and a solid tight end in Dawson Knox, but getting McGovern back, amen, is huge. And then Bradley Chubb was a big free agency signing deal they did too. 3-year, $43.5 million. I guess get rid of Bosa, and they bring in Bradley Chubb, which I'd say very good. Miami had Malik Willis, 3 years, $67.5 million, $45 million guaranteed. Out with Tua, in with Malik Willis, also getting Greg Dulcich, Ben Sims, Zane Gonzalez. Patriots, I think their biggest one was Romeo Doubs, signed a 4-year, $70 million contract with the Patriots. And then Kevin Byard, another big one, but he's been passed around. He's only signed a 1-year deal. And then finally, the Jets, who made a bunch of deals. Geno Smith. So 2 teams that were in desperate need of quarterback figure out a quarterback plan, quote unquote. Geno Smith back where it all started from with the Jets. They franchise tagged Breece Hall. They re-signed Devontae Sweat in that trade that they got. DeMario Davis they signed, and they got Minkah Fitzpatrick via trade with the Miami Dolphins. Obviously, big story is the Buffalo Bills in this division, so we could start there. DJ Moore, Bradley Chubb. I have some things to say, but I'll kick it off to you to start this one going. DJ Moore, Buffalo Bills, Zach. What's your take on that?
Well, first off, I I do want to say my favorite signing does not have to do with the Bills
In this division?
in this division. Yeah.
Okay. What was your favorite signing?
Okay. Now I feel like we have to wait and get to it.
Okay, tease me, Patty.
Dude, Bills. I as a Luther Burden, we talked about this in the last episode. As a Luther Burden guy, love this for my team. And especially because Rome's he's good, but just kind of injuries, whatever. Love that for Luther, his stock. For the Bills, I think I like it, but I don't know, man. DJ Moore is a guy who is just, I always forget about him, and then he'll make a play, and I'll be like, he'll make like 70-yard touchdown. I'll be like, oh, yeah, he's
that's
still
DJ
here.
Moore. Yep. Yeah.
So, and then I think about the play in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I just like, is that he's a guy who's been traded a couple times, so that's, I get it happens with wideouts, but so that's why I get why you're like, oh, Josh has got his number one guy, and it should help them, but I don't know what DJ Moore you're gonna get. I really don't.
It screams desperation, and every Bills fan admits it too. Which I give credit to Bills fans. They're not delusional. They're psychotic, but they're not delusional. Because a lot of them I talked about, they're like, dude, we just wanted a wide receiver. We don't care. Because when I first saw it, I was like, oh, okay, interesting move. Second round pick, I was like, that kind of seems like too much. But I understand. And then I don't want to skip ahead, but then you see the deal for Pittman, which was basically a 6th, 7th round pick, 6, 7. And you're like, well, that might be an overpay for a guy like DJ Moore. Because like you said, sometimes you forget he's even playing. He's coming in as a number one wide receiver. I think there's an argument, even if he is a number one wide receiver or not. He was the number one wide receiver in Chicago because, well, they had rookie Roma Dudze and second-year Roma Dudze, then rookie Luther Burton, and then a rookie tight end. So, he was just veteran by association wide receiver one. So, we'll see. It's a desperate move, but they got a guy. And it's just crazy because I think they have $80 million or something wrapped up in DJ Moore and Khalil Shakir. And then you look at other wide receiver duos, and it's I think they're getting paid more than your two boys out in Philly. Which is is Shakir and DJ Moore better than those two? Hell no. I'd argue Devontae Smith is better than both. So
right.
So I don't know. I think it helps. I mean, this division is poopy. Division is poopy. I know Patriots just went to the Super Bowl, but Patriots had the benefit of playing that 4-seed sort of schedule. It'll help. Might have been a little bit too much, but hey, Buffalo fans are happy. Good for them. I like the signing of Bradley Chubb too. I mean, I think that's solid. I've always been a Chubb guy. Well, pause. But Bradley Chubb solid. Pause again.
Shit, that was funny.
So I'll move on.
That was organic right there.
That was.
But yeah, the only thing I'll say is aren't Shakir and DJ Moore very similar players too?
Yeah,
they're across the field kind of drag route, handoff sort of thing. So that's definitely desperation move. I think you put it well there.
Yeah.
Always nice to have a Chubb around as well.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a Chubb around. What is? I'm curious of what your favorite move though in this division is.
Man, you talk about the Pats. I love Romeo Doubs.
You love You love that move.
Love it. Don't know why. I feel like he just slots in. He's a guy who is just he was in that mix on the Packers, and I always thought he was kind of the best one.
Yeah. I could
Christian
agree
Watson
with that.
when he's healthy, maybe he's fast, but I always thought Romeo Doubs was the best one, and if he gets a real chance in New England to be a pass catcher with a guy like Drake May, who's proven he can deliver damn good football. I mean, went to the Super Bowl with. I mean, I used to talk about how Cam Newton ain't got no weapons. Drake May didn't really have any weapons either. I mean, it's Stephon Diggs, who's. I mean, we talked about Diggs got his own.
Yeah, he's gonna be catching balls from Adam Sandler soon.
Yeah, he's got a
longest yard.
Dead ass. I just rewatched that movie actually.
Yeah.
And then Mac Hollins, come on. So the opportunity is there for Dobbs. I don't know why. then this might be something I look back on where he just took his money and kind of ran. But I don't know. I think if with Vrabel too, I think it's a good spot for him. I feel like he's got the mentality. Like the dude wears the Guardian cap. Like I don't know, bro. I just feel like he just fits like with the Pats. I think he's gonna ball.
That's fair. And what do you think about Malik Willis? You already acted a little bit.
$76 million is insane. I mean, great for him. The dude only had to play like 2 good games, and he looked amazing. Like he looked phenomenal. I'll give him that. But also desperation, maybe a little bit from the Dolphins. Sort of like we're already down bad, so why not take another risk, sort of thing.
Yeah,
it could work out. He's another guy who's hungry, looking for an opportunity. But
him Waddle, and Achane. Dolphins fans got to be hyped though. At least Tua is gone.
Yeah,
at least Tua is gone.
I like that. That's the truth. Like he's got that mobility aspect of his game as well. I mean,
I think it could get interesting.
Yeah, good for him from a go get your bag perspective. Like, good for him.
Yeah, but
Dolphins, see if it works out. Might have been a little bit of an overpay, but like who gives it? Like we talked about it. Like Dolphins are like one of the shittiest situations.
Yeah, it is. It really is. They have like no money either.
What more do you got to lose?
Classic Jets just jetting around. I'll move on to AFC North because this is probably the most talked about team currently right now. The Baltimore Ravens, who traded 2 first-round picks for Max Crosby, blew up the NFL world. I was scared. I mean, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase had like a Xbox thing leak about him going, what the fuck? They got Max Crosby. I was starting to fully realize that Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, and Max Crosby are all going to be in the same division, and worrying about Troy Fattanu or Broderick Jones, who's going to be defending what. So we get about 24 hours of this news to settle in, and then we start hearing reports of, Ravens are backing out and talking to Trey Hendrickson. And we're like, wait a minute now. Then the trade gets voided. So Crosby is back. Keep in mind, this is also while Raiders jump ahead here for a second, but this is also while Raiders steal Tyler Lindenball away from the Ravens. They signed Nakobe Dean, Quay Walker, Taron Jones, Eric Stokes, Jalen Naylor to some pretty solid contract deals.
A lot of gamblers, man.
With the impression that Max Crosby is now a Raven, but the Ravens back out of that trade. They go and get Trey Hendrickson, and kind of domino effect screws a lot of different teams over and puts Raiders in a tough position of like, now the market for Max Crosby is way low because this trade got rescinded like basically in a day after all these free agency deals started to happen. As a Steelers fan, I'm hyped that I don't have to deal with Max Crosby. But it is I don't know how you really feel about the whole move. I've been seeing insiders and agents are saying we are not going to deal with Baltimore. So Baltimore might have screwed themselves in the future with how as dealings go. I don't know. I think it's kind of laughable at this point, but I'm curious to hear what you got to hear about this whole Max Crosby Baltimore Ravens saga.
Yeah, definitely laughable at this point. Like, it's funny. One of my brother's roommates was a Ravens fan. When I was up there for the weekend, the trade went down, and that was funny. And then when it got rescinded, I thought of him, and I just thought that was funny because when does that? I guess it does happen in the NFL from time to time. It was a failed physical. I don't know if we got any more details on that.
It was just a failed physical.
I mean, it's very strange unless the Ravens got cold feet would be the only other.
I think they did. because now there's like reports, I think it's Damage Control, that Ravens are trying to get both of them. And I'm like, yeah, I know salary cap money isn't real. I'm sure they probably could have figured it out. I mean, Howie Roseman does this shit all the time. But, like, I don't know. I think if you wanted both of them, I think they just got cold feet. I think Ravens saw the reaction of 2 first-round picks for Max Crosby, because that was kind of crazy with the injury that he had. I think they're like, oops, never mind. Let me hit the lead on that. Pretending this shit's like Madden 26.
I know,
real
bro.
life.
Like, shut the game off, don't save it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, like when you have a shitty game on Madden and you can't return back the menu, you just turn off your PlayStation,
the game.
reboot it. Yeah, it's basically what the Ravens GM did.
Pause halfway, turn it off, doesn't count against your record. That's what they basically tried to do.
That's basically what they did.
Man, yeah, I think that's probably the best. If I had to theorize, that would be my theory. Still though, like I don't know, 2 first-round picks. I mean, I don't know if devil's advocate, if you're the Ravens and you got Lamar Jackson, you probably want to nail your pick this year and then have a late one in the next. So sort of thing. I hope it'd be a late first-round pick, which I get some sense about that. But
and then I lose Tyler Lindenbaum too, which is like
that's
a
big,
pretty
bro.
big deal. Like that's a big deal, especially for Lamar, who's like only had his career. So
yeah,
I don't know.
That's huge.
The Ohio teams didn't do shit.
No.
The Bengals didn't do they signed a couple of these guys like Boye Mafe and an edge rusher. They re-signed two other guys, and then Brian Cook. Cleveland, same thing. They just brought in a bunch of linemen. Quincy Williams, I guess, maybe for the Browns. But Steelers, man, this is what happens with Pittsburgh every freaking year. They go 9-8. They make me believe they're going to win a playoff game. They get absolutely embarrassed. Then I'm like, screw this team. We suck. And then they make these kind of good-ass moves in free agency. You get a wide receiver number 2 in Michael Pittman. I would say a pretty gosh darn good compliment for DK. You don't give up a lot for him. You sign him for a relatively cheap deal. You lose out on Gainwell, which I'll miss. Payne and Warren and Gainwell. But you get a cheaper Rico Dowdle, I think back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, but also last year, I think it was like 3 games he just like exploded for with the Panthers, which I'll take. You reconstructure Cam Hayward, bring back Holcomb. You get James Dean to pair alongside with Joey Porter Jr. in the secondary. Re-sign Asante Samuel for cheap. You get Darnell Savage. I mean, it makes me I'm like, they reel me back in each and every one of these off seasons. Now you got to figure out a quarterback. Looking like it's going to be Aaron Rodgers, and I'm hearing a lot of talk about Will Howard, and I don't know how to feel about all that.
Dude, talk about jumping timelines, bro. If Will Howard is the starting quarterback of an NFL team, I mean, like nothing against him. Like, dude's like respect. Like he's blazed his trail, but just my like history, like it's just. I've definitely said that on here. I beat him senior year. We beat Downeytown West his high school senior year. My senior year in football, his sophomore year because he was playing up, and that was the first time we beat him. Huge night in our school history. They beat us every year otherwise, but talk about timeline shifts, bro. I think it'll be Rodgers.
I think so too.
I think it'll be Rodgers, but that's not to say that you don't see Will Howard at some point.
Yeah, I think so too, and hopefully it's better. I mean, there's like a good argument too. It's like he didn't have like a lot of wide receiver help, but that's why you bring in somebody like Rodgers. But I think like now you got Pat, you got Darnell, and then you got DK, Pittman, Donald, Warren, and young offensive line, Mike McCarthy, who like, and all his assistants that he brought from Green Bay, like it kind of screams last dance for Aaron Rodgers coming up.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
Yeah.
I do love it though. I love what Steelers did. Dowdle.
Yeah, I like
Pittman,
it too.
Savage.
Like it too.
That's good.
I like it too. Going down to the AFC South, I feel like one of the bigger moves here, David Montgomery getting traded from the Lions to the Texans. Kind of fine. I guess that's like their RB1 now. Sonic and Knuckles no more. Knuckles down there in Houston. I mean, not Joe Mixon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is he
Woody
done?
Marks. I think it's Woody Marks and David Montgomery down there.
Yeah.
And old Chubb, another Chubb.
Yeah. Shoving
yeah.
all around. Yeah, good for Monty though, but I am sad about the Sonic and Knuckles. That was just a cool little dynamic that the NFL had.
It was. They also stole your boy. No more exciting whites down there in Philly. Reed Blankenship signing with the Houston Texans.
I don't know. I think I could. Do you think I think I could pull it off?
You think you can get back
Up
there
to
on
the-
safety?
Show up to the care facility. What do they call it? The I don't know. The practice facility. The field. Temple Health. I forget what it's called. Whatever. Be like, what's up, man? Yeah, I ain't playing for the Texans anymore.
Yeah, no,
Exciting whites.
It's me. Exciting whites. Exciting whites.
Me, excited whites. I pull up with my got milk.
Got milk.
Milk muffin. Play the part.
Then they just resigned. They just resigned a bunch of other different people, but they did sign We Are Penn State, Braden Smith. Shout out. I think that was the first player I ever interviewed. But then just resigned a bunch of people like Hunter. Hunter's probably the biggest one. Trent Brown, Dalton Schultz, of course. Colts, their two big moves. Daniel Jones, 2-year extension for $88 million. And then Alec Pierce, 4-year, $114 million. And, of course, that trade with the Pittman. So locking in on, talk about exciting whites, Alec Pierce and Daniel Jones.
Yeah, bro.
4-year, $114 million.
$29 million a year for Alec Pierce.
For Alec Pierce, dude.
Damn.
I mean, he was a fantasy winner for me, but God,
he's good.
Damn.
But damn
is right. Damn is right.
Hey, good dub for the team. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, facts. Jags didn't do much. Only outsider they brought in was Chris Rodriguez Jr. And then Tennessee Titans, the team with the most cap. This might be the worst lineup of free agents I've ever seen a team get. I mean, they get Mitchell Trubisky. They sign Wan'Dale Robinson to a 4-year, $78 million deal. They signed Cordell Volson, a guard, Austin Schlottman to a 2-year deal. Jermaine Johnson, they get from that trade with Sweat. They extended him. John Franklin Myers, Solomon Thomas. I mean, a bunch of guys. I don't really know, but they had money to throw around, and they threw around money.
They threw it around
in the right places. Time will tell.
Dude, I think they just looked at the list and was like, all right, who has the goofiest name?
Yo, for real though. For
Schlottner,
real.
You got a Cordell
Flott. Yeah, dude.
Taylor.
Alontae Taylor. Even their kicker, dude. Joey Sly. They re-signed Joey Sly. Yeah, Morgan Cox. Come on now. That's not a real guy. That's not a real person.
These teams are playing Madden at this point.
For real. But they had all the money and they threw it around. They definitely threw it around. I think Solomon Thomas was a dude from the Jets that Saleh coached. And that was like one of the most recent moves. And it's like Saleh's just always had this guy. He's like, if I'm going to be a head coach, I got to get Solomon Thomas.
I have a picture of him on my phone.
Oh, nice. Not weird. That's sick. I'm kidding.
That's why I wanted to present it like that. At the Super Bowl, I thought it because he looks like Dak Prescott. And I was like, is that Dak? I was like, no, it can't be Dak. And then I eventually found out it was Solomon Thomas. Seems like a good, like, jolly character, though. A good guy. So I'm sure he's a good locker room guy. So for Saleh, it doesn't surprise me.
I guess just the biggest ones I'd say is David Montgomery, Jones, Pierce, and then Wan'Dale Robinson coming out of this. If you had the rank 1, 2, 3, 1 being the best move, what would you put?
Wandale Robinson, like John Franklin Myers, or even Mitch Trubisky. Worst move?
Yeah.
I mean, Wandale, dude.
Yeah, it's got to be Wandale.
He is a number 2 at best.
And he just got spanned because everybody was hurt. There was nobody to
Exactly.
use. It was like him and Theo.
Every time you expected him to do something, he never would. Yeah, I think Wandale. I mean, especially because Alec Pierce is young. I think Alec Pierce is 20. I bet he's my age. He is 25. Robinson. No, he's my age too. Damn. Well,
I don't think the Pierce move was all that bad. It was just
No,
kind
I
of
liked
crazy.
it, yeah.
Just kind of crazy that last offseason you mentioned Alec Pierce. No one knows who the fuck you're talking about. Now this guy's making 4-year, $114 million contract.
and he missed a lot of the season this year too.
Yeah.
He missed like the middle of the season with an injury. So
And he's
good
kind
for
of
him.
like a boom. He's like a boom or bust kind of
He
guy
is.
though. Like he is, so which was fascinating.
Bro.
I knew
Low-key.
Danny Dimes was gonna extend though. But what's up?
I said low key modern day like Jordy Nelson. Maybe that's a little bit of a stretch.
A little bit of a stretch, but I see where your head's at.
He's got the same sort of like skills. Like you don't see those guys down behind the defense very often.
Yeah, no.
It happens quite frequently for him. So he's got a special skill set. One last thing, then we could shift. Anthony Richardson requested a trade, didn't he?
Did he? I
Pretty
don't know if
sure
that was
he did.
official or not. Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's something to keep an eye on as well. But yeah.
Yeah. All
we keep
right.
churning.
That's it for the AFC. Oh no, AFC West. Got AFC West. Denver Broncos mostly just re-signing players. They didn't bring anybody in new. Kansas City Chiefs, I'd say probably the biggest one. K9, Super Bowl MVP, goes and joins forces with Patrick Mahomes. They re-signed Travis Kelce. I thought he was going to retire, but Travis Kelce gets extended one more year, and these other guys, they got to be fake people, but that's all right. I would say K9 and T Kelce, definitely the biggest move for Chiefs. Raiders, we kind of mentioned a little bit. They spent money on Naylor, Lindenball, Kwity Paye, Nakobe Dean, your boy Quay Walker. Trade with the Bills. They got Taron Johnson. Eric Stokes re-signed, and then they brought in Matt Gay, little Gay over there. And then the Chargers.
This episode, bro.
Yeah, right? Chargers, I mean, classic Mike McCarthy move, brings in Alec Ingold. Charlie Kohler, don't know why they brought him in. Re-signed Trevor Penning. Cole Strange they signed. They got that center, what was it? Badassi? Tyler Badassi?
Yeah.
I think he was like pretty mid-tier. Connor was hyping
I know
up.
you're talking
Like,
about.
all right, dude, whatever. They re-signed Khalil Mack, which was a big move for sure. So I'd say Chargers probably just getting Khalil Mack, figuring out their center position. And they signed, four offensive linemen they brought back or signed, talking about a line that was like ranked 34 out of 32 last year. Don't know how that's possible, but they brought in some help.
We talked about that. Yeah, I agree. That was good on the Chargers. I love the K9 signing, though. Once again, I think I smashed my trades.
They're back.
Little
That's right, dude. You have K9. That's why. Dude. And now you got him on the Chiefs, and you got. We'll get to here in the NFC, but he's got no. It's him and Kareem Hunt, because Pacheco left.
Yeah, which is, but I think he should have the backfield.
Oh, he's gonna have the backfield for sure. He just won Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, it's rare to find like a true bell cow back, unless it's like Derrick Henry anyway. So
yeah,
is what it is. Maybe James Cook. Even fucking they got Ty Johnson and what's his face. But yeah, I'm a big fan of how my trades look a week after post free agency, a week into free agency. We got a couple more divisions though.
Yeah, we got yours. NFC East. Probably the big ones, franchise tag for Cowboys. George Pickens, Javonte Williams extends. Rest of these not really worth sort of mentioning. I just say Javonte and George Pickens coming back. Sam Howell, too, coming in as a backup. Harbaugh, his first offseason with the Giants, gets his boy Isaiah Likely. They get Gunner, who I like, ex-Steeler. Tremaine Edmonds also signed a 3-year deal with them. Greg Newsome as well. But Isaiah Likely joining his old coach down there in New York and the Dart. Philadelphia Eagles were pretty quiet until a big old move, bringing in Tariq Woolen, another Super Bowl champ, adding to the secondary there. And then obviously extending Jordan Davis for the future. Big move. Did hear the cat there. And then, again, another team, just like the Titans, who had a shitload of money, Washington Commanders, re-signed a bunch of people, extended a few people. Just trying to see. I mean, Kevon Chasson was a new guy that they brought in. Dafe Owe they took away from the Chargers. Shout out, we are Penn State as well. Going over to the Commanders. Amik Robertson as well for Commanders. But just re-signing a lot of their guys, another kind of team that had a bunch of money. But I would say Tariq Woolen, big move for the Birds. Isaiah Likely going to the Giants. And then, of course, just Dallas keeping everybody. They're kind of pigeonholed on money as well, Dallas is. But AFC East there.
Yeah.
NFC East.
Yeah, that was a good rundown there. Eagles, yeah, I guess a little bit lackluster, a little bit underwhelming. I like the Tariq Woolen signing. Got to shore up that secondary, especially after Reed left. Like the Jordan Davis extension. But honestly, I want something that we didn't even talk about it. I guess we'll get to the NFC South, but something that, like, again, there's so many of these moments like in the last couple of weeks, like Keeger, yada yada yada. Been talking about a couple of them. Just like I feel like something's like shifted. Dotson is no longer a Philadelphia Eagle.
Yeah, Dotson isn't. Dotson left.
Which, like, I don't know. Just as like one of he's probably my favorite player at Penn State that I got to watch cover, and just like, I don't know. I think I remember the morning I woke up and I saw that we had traded for him, and I probably hyped it up a little bit too much, and I knew that. But I think looking back, I think ever since that morning, I have been chasing that dopamine hit. I don't think I've ever felt, maybe that, and maybe when Cam Newton re-signed with the Panthers. I think those I've never felt just pure euphoria like that, and I don't know if I'm ever going to again. But it was, yeah.
You think
good on him now?
Is AJ Brown staying or what?
I think he's staying because I don't think anybody's going to give us anything. I think the league undervalues him because of all the kind of the BS. I think his talent's being, kind of a little bit over.
Well, I think the DJ Moore like fucked any team that wanted to trade for him.
In that, because you look at that and it's just like
DJ Moore, 2nd round pick, AJ Brown. You better give me some first here, buddy.
Exactly. So a couple episodes ago, I definitely said like I think he's going to get traded, which I'm glad. I hope I'm wrong. I think I am wrong. I want to go back on that. I actually don't think we're going to deal him.
Yeah, I don't really see it anymore either. I thought that was going to be like one of the first big moves that we saw.
Yeah.
Then the Max Crosby shit happened, but I'm like, yeah, I think AJ is probably going to be staying.
It's new offensive coordinator. It's not like he and Jalen are they're boys, like they're family. Families have shit. They got falling out sometimes. They got stuff you got to work through, but they have a real bond, real relationship, and I think he's gonna stay.
Yeah, no,
stay. Run it back. Come on.
Yeah, run it back.
Got 2 good jerseys, man. You can't. I need another season to rock them jerseys at least.
NFC North. NFC North, Bears took Garrett Bradbury from the Patriots. They also signed Devin Bush. Kobe Bryant, too. Shout out Kobe Bryant. The football player, not the basketball player. Shout out Bam one more time. I'm kidding.
Yeah, right.
The Bears got Lions. Obviously got rid of Dave Montgomery, brought in Pacheco, Cade Mays, Larry Bourne. But biggest thing, Drew Shrugs. We are Penn State again.
Yeah.
Got a trade there. So Detroit's got Drew Shrugs.
Huge, bro. His story. You know his story?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
the accident, the
hard not to root for the kid. Hard not to root for the kid.
Great soul too, dude. Yeah. You know, funny. I sat in front of him in my my summer session econ class. Or no, he sat in front of me.
Oh, that's sick. How were you able
Didn't know
to
who
see?
he was. I know, bro. It was him and Daniel George. I don't remember Daniel George.
I do remember Daniel George.
Yeah, big time touchdown. Yeah,
it
was
that's
he was playing. I saw him playing. They played Plants for Zombies all class.
That checks out. Green Bay brought in Zaire Franklin, traded for him from the Colts, which I thought was pretty solid. Then brought in Javon Hargrave, ex-Steeler right there. Minnesota. Oh, geez, I just lost my thing right there. Minnesota. Aaron Jones got extended. James Pierre, Steeler, went over there to join another ex-Steeler. Farts, who's their defensive coordinator. Oh, my God. Brian Flores. There it is. James Pierre. Yeah, and that's the NFC North. Nothing really too crazy, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'd probably give the biggest winner probably the Green Bay Packers beefing up that defense again. I know they lost Dobbs, but they got better on their pass attack and all that. So, and the Minnesota Vikings, I'd say probably going to be Kyler Murray here because they basically said that they're not going to ride with J.J. McCarthy. I would assume with a team that we're going to get into here in like 1 minute, either going to be a Kirko reunion or Kyler Murray, I would say, for Minnesota.
Yeah. Because Kirk, we talked about Kirk. I think that makes sense, but yeah, it's going to be one of the two.
Yeah.
We shall see.
But nothing too crazy. All right, 2 more divisions here.
The Pacheco thing's interesting.
Pacheco's interesting, but I still think it's going to be they're going to unleash Gibbs.
Yeah.
They're going to unleash Gibbs because I think Pacheco's solid, but I mean, a 1 year, $1.8 million contract is kind of wild. That's what he signed.
Got 1.8?
1.8. 1.8. I know he was dealing with injuries too last year too. It's the life of the running back, dude. Like Pacheco, a couple Super Bowls ago, was running all over the place.
Yeah, holy shit. I mean, Kenny got 14.
Yeah, Kenny got more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Speaking of Kenny, that's where I'm going right now. NFC South, Atlanta Falcons. Not 1, but 2 left-hand quarterbacks. They brought in Tua. 1-year vetman. Paired him up with Jahad Dotson. They got Zacchaeus. They signed Austin Hooper and franchise tag Kyle Pitts. Okay. Tua on the Falcons. We'll get there in a second. Carolina Panthers, Kenny Pickett, 5 years in the league, 5 different teams. He signs with the Carolina Panthers. They also get John Mechie, David Moore, Luke Fortner, Jalen Phillips, Devin Lloyd, Isaiah Simmons re-signed with the Panthers. Saints dug up a little bit of cap money.
Yeah, they did.
They got themselves Travis Etienne. They got themselves Noah Fant, David Edwards, O-lineman, John Ridgway, DL. But I'd say probably Travis Etienne was the shocking move that I saw for them. Don't know what that plan means for Kamara moving forward. And then finally, Tampa Bay get Kenny G. What a beast. Him and Bucky's going to be awesome. And then they re-signed Cade Otton as well. But I think the biggest team here, I mean, the Atlanta Falcons. You got Michael Penix, who doesn't have a knee, and you got Tua, who doesn't have a brain. And that's the quarterback future for Atlanta.
Yeah. Pick your poison, basically.
That poor team has been in quarterback like misery.
Yeah.
Just midness.
I don't I mean, Penix isn't that bad. He showed some flashes. I liked him with Pitts. Like,
yeah, I agree.
They got a good thing going. But yeah, I mean, it's like pick your poison, man.
Yeah,
it's like
it's
it's like, is that the two most injury prone quarterbacks in the league?
It's gotta be.
Right.
Both on the same team. If I'm QB3 of the Atlanta Falcons, though, I gotta be hyped. I don't even know who that is. Sure. I don't even know who that is right now. But you're probably gonna be playing, kid.
I'd play. I'd take every pregame. I'd take it like I'm a starter.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going in. This is my
you
day.
never know if Michael Penix is gonna blow out his knee for like the 5th time, or Tua's gonna see God.
And that's literally not an exaggeration. Like that is that's what's
that
crazy.
That could happen, dude.
It could literally would be the 5th time, and we don't need another situation.
Crazy.
Like, no, not another DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
No.
And then I just got the final division here. Probably like the biggest swings, I would say, was this division. I mean, you got, it's like the 3 dragons and the 1 silly dragon, the NFC West. Arizona Cardinals, Gardner Minshew signs there. They get Tyler Algier, kind of running back room drama. Maybe you got James Conner, Trey Benson, Bam Knight, and now Tyler Algier.
Big for Bijan dynasty.
Oh, massive! It's just Bijan. No longer will you have to curse at Tyler Algier for stealing carries. It'll just be Bijan now. Kendrick Bourne also signed there. They took Samalu from the Steelers and ex-Philly. Shout out, we are Penn State. Blake Gillikin, too, also signed with the Cardinals. But the Rammies, one of the very first moves, they traded for McDuffie and signed him to a big old 4-year, $124 million extension with the Rams. And this is just another example of, like, money cannot be real for the NFL in general. Like, I thought the Rams didn't have any money with the way they're paying Adams and Stafford, and now they're paying McDuffie a whole old bag, and they hate their first-round picks. They just hate their first-round picks. They got a first-round pick. They're giving it away. Kansas City now is a first-round pick. And then Jalen Watson as well. The Niners, though, bringing in Mike Evans from Tampa Bay to the San Francisco Bay. Can't get rid of the Bay. Goes to the Bang Bang Niner gang. Mike Evans. Whew. We were talking about it before the show. That's either going to be a massive success or a team that already has injury issues brings in an old wide receiver who's been having injury issues. Fill in the dots. I don't want to say that maybe could happen. And then Seattle Seahawks, really just their biggest move was bringing back Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah.
But yeah, McDuffie, Mike Evans, massive moves.
Huge
for
the Rams. And that defense, it couldn't stop a nosebleed last year. And talk about Mike Evans forget just him him going anywhere is a good thing for wherever he's going.
Yeah.
Despite whatever his injuries, he's had a few, but despite that, he's put up 11 straight 1,000-yard seasons.
Yeah.
Could have done it last year too. He just needed 250 yards in the last 3 games.
Would you put him Hall of Fame? You think Mike Evans is Hall of Fame?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. He's the best wide receiver from that class that everybody hyped up so much, that 2013 class. And he's the only one still standing.
I'd agree with you.
Only one still standing. I think Adams was in that class as well, actually. I think he was a second-round pick, though.
Yeah, I mean, that
But
was
I'm
Hop, Keenan, Cordell Patterson, right?
no, that was OBJ, Kelvin Benjamin, Sammy Watkins,
Yeah, that one.
Jarvis Landry. I think Adams was in that one too. Pretty sure.
Yeah,
I was heavy into that draft. I was heavy invested in that one. But him going anywhere is a plus. Him going to the Niners, where they already got Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle.
Yup.
I mean, Juwan Jennings is a very solid player as well. Demarcus Robinson too. But I'm thinking George Kittle. Who am I missing?
You got Ricky
Am I
P,
missing
who
somebody?
shot you.
Oh yeah,
Brandon Ayuk got cut.
yeah. I was gonna say Ayuk's done.
I think I saw rumors he's going to Commanders.
That's so fitting.
Which would make sense. That would check out.
It's so fitting. With Debo, that's funny too.
Yeah, with Debo. Yeah, Ayuk. Yep, just all the old receivers and 49ers, castaways.
You got Luke McCaffrey over there too. You got the 49ers.
Wait a minute now. I was like, what are y'all trying to do over there?
But yeah, I love that. I'm excited to see what Kyle Shanahan's going to do with.
Yeah, I love the move. I think that's probably one of my favorite moves.
Yeah.
I was interested in the McDuffie one. I don't know.
Stuff.
I like McDuffie. I don't know if he's that good that they're paying him for.
That's a lot. Yeah.
It's a lot of money for him. I mean, he reset the market now for the corners. That makes me worried about Joey Porter coming up because we got to extend him.
Yeah.
It's a whirlwind. I mean, all these teams just completely different. It's kind of crazy. Now, you see what Mike McDonald said? They were asking about all the free agency moves. He was like, "You got any take on K9 leaving or Tyreek Woolen leaving?" He was like, "Honestly, I don't give a damn." I was like,
that's what he should say.
Yeah, it's like whatever, man.
So next man up.
That's
what
up.
it is. I guess we can cap it. Do you want to do just a recap, 2 minutes? Do you have a top 3? So I think I do. I think I have a top 3 signings.
What would be your top 3 signings or top 3 teams, wherever you want to go about it?
Top 3 signings? I don't know. I feel like they're. I mean, screw it. My favorite one. I don't know why I like the Romeo Dobbs one so much, dude.
I fuck with it. Yeah.
I really like that Romeo Dobbs signing for a team that's just kind of coming off the, they're probably going to have a Super Bowl hangover, but I just think that's going to be a good spot for him. And then the other two, they're kind of low-hanging fruit, but Kenneth Walker to the Chiefs, they finally have their RB1.
I'd agree with that.
That's huge. That's massive. And just for me, selfishly, I like that. It's going to be fun to root for this year. And then we just talked about Mike Evans.
The Mike Evans.
Just seeing him in a different regime, just I don't know. It does something for me as a football fan. I don't know. It's just fresh.
I like to add Zaire Franklin to the Packers. I think that's a pretty massive move. Team that I couldn't tell you an impactful linebacker on that team. I wouldn't count Michael Parsons because he's more of an edge rusher. But Franklin adding to the Green Bay, I'd say is a good move. Biasy, I thought the Michael Pittman one was a great move for the Steelers, considering we were throwing to damn near 40-year-old Adam Thielen towards the end of the year. Bring in Michael Pittman. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say K9 too. I love the K9 move. I'd say big winners. I think just solely off that move for the Chiefs, it just puts them back in. If they didn't bring in K9, I'd be like, what the hell is going on with the Chiefs? They actually might be screwed, especially with Denver and the Chargers. But I put Chiefs as a big winner. I put I think I have to put the Rams because it seems like they got better and they were a game away from going to the Super Bowl. I'd probably say those two. And I know the Raiders had a big old blunder. I think they should get compensated in some way. But they brought in a lot of great players. I mean, they're gonna draft Mendoza. They brought in one of the best centers in the league right now for Mendoza, and a lot of good surrounding pieces. Where you get Mendoza, maybe you get a wide receiver. You got a little bit of something to build off of. I'd say like Chiefs were solid winners. Steelers, I think, were winners. Niners, Rams, winners. Big losers. I mean, it's got to be like Cleveland. It's got to be like New York Jets. I think the Titans too. Titans threw like a bunch of money where I thought they couldn't make some interesting moves, but they kind of just threw money willy-nilly.
Jets, bro.
Yeah, the Jets too.
Like
they got future draft capital, but like that's it.
Dude, I was leaving the gym and I got a alert on my phone right before I pulled out, and I was like, oh, Jets got their franchise quarterback. I was like, oh, who'd they get? Geno Smith?
It's all right, and we're coming home. We got to get right back to where we started from.
More like in the arms of the angels.
So now you got Justin Fields and Geno Smith.
Like, dude. Well, first off, that's great journalism right there. Like, that's how you got to do those. That's how you got to do those pop-ups. That's hilarious. But like, this is not easy. If anything, it should have been like Geno Homecoming.
Right.
You don't get your franchise quarterback. This is Geno Smith is the corpse of Geno.
Do we now remember how he played with the Raiders too? He was bad.
Come on, like, yeah, he had his year with the Seahawks, and look what quarterbacks go and do up there in Seattle, man. Something about the 6-man.
Something about it, dude.
Or the 6-man. Jeez, the 12th man.
12th man.
And yeah, man. I mean, he had DK and Lockett, K9, but yeah, I think they're the biggest loser, and then the Titans for just fucking around and signing everybody with the goofiest name.
Exactly. Bunch of goofs.
Crinkleberry.
Yeah, for real, dude. Like, we got a bunch of Key and Peele guys.
Fudge. The Aquarius. The Carpentron. I have to go watch that.
What are we doing?
Duke, was it Le Carpentron Duke Marriott?
From Penn State University.
Good stuff, man. All right, that was actually a pretty beefy one. I thought it was going to be quick.
No, we had a little. I mean, there was a lot that happened between. Yeah. It was like 2 weeks too. It was 2 weeks.
This is true, but I think that's good for now. I'm honestly starting to gear up for March Madness, I think.
I'm excited, dude. It's the best time of year. I got to get a Shamrock Shake and start watching these championship games that are coming up.
Big facts. Big facts. But yeah, I'm just skimming. I think I think we hit on everything. And if not, well, I don't know. Just tune in next week.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Give the socials a follow. Give us some love at Zach and Prime. Bracket's gonna be on now. I'm gonna make a sick graphic.
Yeah, I'm gonna dude, 90%. We're gonna get it.
90%.
I'm telling you, dude, we can get it. We
can. Want to go 90, 75?
We're gonna win that. We're gonna win that whatever sweepstakes for ESPN.
You know what? We are.
All of our we're gonna make a perfect bracket. No,
we are.
No, we're not going to make a perfect bracket, but we're going to be damn near close.
That's how that'd be our claim to fame. That's how the
podcast blow. Like we become the perfect bracket boys.
I mean, I'm all for it. I'm all fucking for it.
Sick.
I'm totally fine if that's the trajectory my life takes. Totally fine with that.
Perfect bracket boys.
All right, but till then, let's get in the lab. Let's go cook, and till next time, I'll be 133.
Let's go, baby.
But until now, this has been Zach and Prime. Peace out.
Peace out.